Honest and fair question. What did you expect? What did you expect making a TikTok saying that you voted for Trump and now your business is going to go out of business and you're asking for people on TikTok to help you?
I regret my vote for Donald Trump.
Dang, that's crazy. Have you tried calling a black child the word? Because I hear racists are paying a lot for that these days. You might want to ask Shiloh. She's making a ton of money. I don't know. Just think about it.
Y'all may not believe this, but being born and raised Alabama, I have never once ever looked somebody in the eye.
And it was your idea that ruined everything for both of us.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If it's your first time, kindly subscribe to the channel. So guys, in today's episode, we are going to see how a small business owner who are MAGA, who voted for this guy, they're whining, crying, complaining about these Afrikaners who are coming. They're saying like they are going to take their small business, they are going to repress them, and many things are going on. That's what we are going to see in today's video. Credit goes to the owner of the videos. I will come back with more commentary.
What do we think?
Now listen, I don't hear Trump talking about the economy anymore. Do any of you hear him talking about lowering the price of eggs and all that? He don't talk about none of that no more. No. What he is talking about is how he gonna get that Greenland. That's what he's saying, how he gonna get Greenland. He ain't thinking about the economy. He ain't thinking about helping people. Because he too worried about how he gonna get Greenland, how he gonna get Canada, how he gonna keep the corruption going. That's all he worried about. He ain't concerned about you, Trumpsters. I think you all done found out now that you all been bamboozled, flim-flammed. Oh, shit. Shanghai, whatever you want to say, you all done been had. Yeah, you have.
Relief. What do you make that he's kind of doing this at the Oval Office or providing relief to South Afrikaners, and then all of a sudden he's also ending TPS protection?
Of course. I mean, I think that who Trump decides is worthy of it, quote unquote, immigrating to the United States or not is highly tied to, I think, personal ideologies in the White House. It's tied to what we've seen, Elon Musk clearly has a lot of influence in this. And we need to be very clear about the fact.
Yeah, guys, to be honest, what's going on is insane. Like, it's crazy. Like, you imagine you are facing a lot of problem, you are suffering, you can't even afford grocery and everything. You see your president focusing on bringing people in and sending them plane and everything. Of course, people will feel mad. They will feel bad, actually, because what they are going through. So that's what's happening. And people who own small business, they are saying like, okay, they are coming to take our things. You remember the way the farmers are scared because these people, they have money. Because there's no way you tell me you are a refugee and you have a lot of, like, you have a house, you have like many things back home, and you tell me you come to be a refugee, and people, they're like, you are not refugee anyways. If we see you, we see the way you look like, you don't look like refugee. This is like a lie. And when we search internet, we don't see anything. We don't see like in South Africa there's something happening. So many people are taking it in bad way because they think like Trump should be focusing on making America great because that's the promise he gave them. So guys, without taking your time, let's keep diving in these videos. We still have some more clips to see. Credit goes to the owner of the clips. And of course, guys, let me know what you think so far, and let's watch. I'll be back with commentary and conclusion.
Your job? Or are you okay because all skin folks is kin folks? Because I'd be a little upset if my stuff got cut. But then you, not only are you bring them over here to farm, you sent planes to go get them, to bring them over here as refugees. So they get sped through the process to become citizens. And they're going to take your land and you're going to be farming your old land with them. I'm just curious to know your thoughts on it. I want to hear what you got to say. I'm a listening ear over here, and I ain't gonna argue. It's just a real deal question. I want, to hear a
On the same day, the U.S. welcomed white South Africans as refugees. Afghans who risked their lives to help our military were told to prepare for deportation. These Afrikaners, descendants of apartheid leaders, were flown in on a U.S. government jet. Trump called them victims of genocide and they waited just 3 months. But here's the reality. White South Africans still own most of the land and are far less likely to live in poverty than black South Africans. Yet, Trump's team said Afrikaners were welcomed because they're easier to assimilate. They'll get housing, phones, furniture, formula, and, according to Trump, citizenship. Meanwhile, Afghan interpreters, engineers, and soldiers, the ones who helped us, are being told it's safe to go home. Safe? The UN says those same allies are being hunted down and killed. So, what does it take to be a refugee in Trump's America? It's about power, race, politics, and who gets to be called a victim.
To be honest, I really feel like what they're saying, it makes sense. Of course, they're scared, they're suffering every day, and you see the guy who was supposed to help you fix your things, he don't care, he's doing his own things. So people can notice. So far, I think people now, even MAGA, are noticing that this guy doesn't care about him, because like he even told you guys, but you didn't want to listen because you always make everything he say like a joke. If it doesn't like sit with you, you make it like, oh, he's joking, you can take a joke. No, he mean what he's saying. And if you want to pick someone as a reader, as like something like that, you have to start from who he is and everything. There's no way you can tell me the guy who been bankrupt his business more than one time that he's going to rid the country and make economy better. There's no way. You have to think from there, actually. So you don't need to be like, your hatred doesn't need to be bigger than your interest. And now you F around, you're finding out in a hard way. So I don't know, guys, what you think. Do you think really this small business owner, they are going to lose their business because these Afrikaners, they are coming to take them from them? What do you think in a comment? Please let me know what you think in a comment, and subscribe if it's your first time. I will see you next episode. Bye.